Okay, so I don't know if my body's ready to talk about this, but obviously it has to be ready, so yeah. So before I start this, if you guys don't know me, my name's AdamJernberg, and I obsess over Bradley Cooper and jump rope. That is very important information for this video. But basically, this is a story on how I met Bradley Cooper 4 times within 24 hours. I'm not really sure where to begin, so I'm just gonna start from the beginning, because I think that makes sense. So, Wednesday at around 5 a.m., my best friend Raissa and I headed off to go to New York City. Because we live in Cape Cod, it actually took us a while to get there, so we didn't get there till around noon. So we get to the hotel, and we're getting ourselves situated, and we're looking for directions on how to go to Booth Theater. It was only 6 minutes away. However, Raissa and I are just really stupid, and we got lost for like 30 minutes, so we didn't get there till around like 1:30. Already at 1:30, there was actually a huge line. Luckily, we got there a little bit earlier than other people, so we were actually inside, which also meant that when they opened the doors, we were the first people to like go in. So at 2 p.m. they opened the doors and we get seated, and oh my god, I was in seat 11C and she was in seat 13C. Originally I had seat 13, but Raissa knows that I really hate the number 13, so we traded and she was cool with that. So as we get ourselves comfortable sitting on our really close seats, the guy gives us our playbill, which is this. See, this is proof that I saw the play, so yeah, there's that. There's also some cool information that you'll never be able to read because I'm not gonna let you read it. Wow, I'm such a bitch. So as I was sitting, okay, you don't understand because like the feels of me getting, I don't know how to put this into words. Basically, I was gonna see the love of my life be right in front of me, in my presence, in the same room, breathing the same air. I'm literally breathing his oxygen. Oh my god! His oxygen has been inside my body. What the fuck? So when they start the show, it takes about like 15-20 minutes for them to actually show Bradley Cooper, but oh my god, when they do, oh my god. Literally up to that point, I was having like the worst anxiety attack because I was shaking so bad because I was so nervous. I don't know why I was nervous, but I was just so nervous. The fact that he was gonna be in front of me within feet, literally within feet. Like I said, after 15-20 minutes, they show his body and he's actually like half naked. Like he's not wearing a shirt, he's not wearing pants, he's wearing like these really short shorts, and you could see his muscles flex, and my body was not ready. The old lady next to me thought I was really weird because the second they showed him, like, I was dry heaving basically. I actually had to use my hand to cover my nose and mouth because I was crying so hard and it was making a lot of noise. To give you an example, this is kind of what it sounded like. I shit you not, that's literally what I did. So basically for 2 hours, I'm just enjoying Bradley Cooper being within my life, in my presence, and it was great. Not only that, the play itself was actually so good. Except for the part where they showed old lady tits, like I wasn't really okay with that, but I mean, it was a sad moment, so I was crying throughout that too. I don't think there was a single moment in that play where I wasn't crying. Because I was either crying of happiness, or I was crying because I was sad. Like, however, I didn't really think about this, but because Raissa and I were in the front seats, this meant that we were like the last people out. So for the meet and greet area, we were like the last people there. So I was like shoving my way through to the front. Didn't really get all the way to the front, but like I was kind of there. So after 30 minutes of waiting, he finally got out of the door. And he was doing a bunch of meet and greets, he was signing people and taking pictures with people. Straight up, that was legit real life Hunger Games, you don't even understand. Like everyone was fighting against each other, pushing, shoving to get to the front for him to like take a picture of you and whatever, get shit signed.
Alright, video?
No, it's gotta be with you.
Oh god, alright.
And I kept telling people like, yo, my birthday's on Friday, I'm gonna be 18, please let this happen. And everyone just thought I was lying probably because like that's a good strategy for people to do, but like I wasn't lying. I told them I would show my license and shit, but obviously don't have time for that. So when I finally got into the front and I literally touched his arm, he was like, goodbye.
Thanks guys.
Thank you! I was so close!
So I didn't get anything signed, nor did I get a picture. So I was really upset for the rest of the day and I was like moping around and whatever. However, then I remembered he was doing an 8 o'clock show that day. So literally I had the best strategy. Because I was starting at 8 and he shows around 2 hours, I thought I would get there around 9:20. However, because it took Raissa and I 30 minutes to go somewhere that was 6 minutes away from our hotel because we got lost, we got there around 9:50. Surprisingly, we were still the second people there. I brought my pillowcase this time for him to sign, so everyone thought it was funny that not only did I bring a pillow, but I brought a pillow with his face on it. Like, who the fuck has a Bradley Cooper pillowcase? Obviously I do. The first person there was some mo bitch who was like super homophobic and being really rude to me. Like, obviously when I got there, I was being super like everywhere. Like, you don't understand. Everyone just thought I was so fucking funny. Like, I think I took 4 or 5 pictures with strangers because they just thought I was so funny. Like, I don't even know what it was, but every time I just opened my mouth, everyone was just like crying of laughter. I think just the thought of a 17-year-old boy obsessing over a 39-year-old man was funny in itself. But of course, an obsession to my level just made it so much more funnier, I guess. I even made the cops there laugh like super hard. They just thought my energy was so great and so funny. They actually had to check my pillow for bombs and rocks. Like basically the guy came up to me and he said, so this is probably really stupid, but I'm gonna have to check your pillow. Why? Oh, you know, just to make sure there's like no rocks or bombs or anything. I mean, there probably isn't, but just in case. So I straight up told him these exact words. Yeah, because obviously I would bring a pillow with his face on it just to put rocks in it and destroy his face. Like that makes perfect sense. And he literally thought it was so fucking funny. He was literally crying. Anyway, this old lady was bitching at me for being too girly. So the lady was telling me to give my pillow to some girl so he will actually sign it because he wouldn't sign it for a fag. So literally I was like, wow bitch, what the fuck? But the second she said that, Bradley Cooper came out, and so I wasn't risking anything. And bitches were like literally like pushing me, like trying to get in, and I was like, nope, no, no, no. People just love me so much that they were actually directing him towards me. So I had that going. So he finally came towards me and I was literally like sobbing, and he took my pillow and he signed it. So as you see here, here's the pillowcase that I once used to use every day of my life. It's signed like right about here. Obviously it's in a frame now because I can't ever use this pillow, like obviously. However, something you should know that he did was he would either sign something for you or he'd take a picture, and he would decide which one of those things he would do. So the fact that he signed my pillow, I was super happy, but then I was really disappointed because I was like, fuck. Now I'm not gonna get a picture. Anyway, I was super determined to get my BRADAM selfie, so I was like immediately, yo, can I take a picture too? He didn't say anything. Even when he saw my pillow, he didn't really say anything. He kind of like laughed a little bit. He was like, okay. But then he took my phone, and my phone was actually on video, so he legit actually had to like touch my phone and like swipe it. So his DNA, his fingertips are on my phone, and he took 2 awesome selfies, and BRADAM selfie happened. Like, this is a thing. This is his face. This is my face. We're together. Like, it finally happened. I finally met him in person. I was screaming, I was jumping, I was running, I was sobbing. You don't understand. People even came up to me and they were like, yo, did you get it signed? And like, did you get the picture? Yes! So I thought that was the end of my Bradley Cooper story. No, no, no. No, it's not. So the next morning, Raissa and I decided to go explore Times Square. Obviously, when we did that, we got lost again. However, while we were looking for directions, I literally see someone very familiar walking right in front of me. Like straight up, Bradley Cooper without a bodyguard or anything was walking right in front of me, and he was walking like this way and I was going this way. And I don't really have a lot of evidence besides this picture. But if you look in the picture, he's wearing the same beanie, the same jacket, the same jeans, and the same shoes. So at one point, we were literally like this close, but like, okay, that probably doesn't make any sense, but like we were like shoulder width apart. So the second he went by me, I like swerved and I went to go after him, right? Also, amazingly, there was a stop sign for people who were walking. So he was just chilling there, and I got so close to him and I was gonna go up to him and be like, yo, I love you, thank you, I think you're amazing, and then leave. Because obviously I got something signed already, and I also got my selfie. However, as soon as I got there, literally I could have touched him. My best friend Raissa thought it'd be funny to scream, Bradley! So literally everyone just turned around and fucking bolted towards him, and his face just lit up full of panic, and it was so sad because he just jaywalked everywhere and fast walked like it was his fucking profession, and it was so funny and so sad. And honestly, I'm kind of glad that I didn't get to say anything towards him, because if he didn't respond, I feel like that just would have changed my whole outlook of the entire situation. I'm still curious as to what he would have said if I did say that, but I'll just have to wait for another time when I meet Bradley Cooper. So that concludes my story on how I met Bradley Cooper 4 times within a 24-hour period. Needless to say, it was probably the best birthday present I've ever received in my entire life. Also, by the way, my birthday was on December 12th, so now I'm a legal 18 years old. So Bradley, I'm legal now, so I got you. As soon as I got back to the hotel, this was actually the first thing I saw, so obviously I had to buy that. So please like for BRADAM, since BRADAM happened, and yeah, that's basically it. Please like, favorite, share, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys next Sunday. Alright, see ya. I also should mention this. When I saw him, I wasn't as excited as I thought I would be. Sure, I cried and whatever, but I didn't cry as hard as I thought. Because I've been obsessed with Bradley Cooper for such a long period of time, I just had it in my head that like, I know everything about him, and when I'm sad, he's the person I turn to when I don't talk to anyone. And it just felt like he was always there for me, and it just felt like we had a strong connection. As soon as I saw him on stage, and by the way, when he was on stage, we definitely eye-fucked like 4 times, so there was that. The realization that I know everything about him, and he literally doesn't know anything about my existence set in so hard.